Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble Priestess event guide, I'm going to show you how to take out Baron Rivendare in Investigate the Slaughterhouse at Mythic difficulty. There are a few ways that you can beat Baron Rivendare in Mythic. I've seen people do it with like Ogrim Doomhammer with Whale Pegs, so that they get the first strike bonus. I've seen it done with Jaina with Living Bomb, I've seen it done with Dragisat Push, and I have done it in a couple of different ways actually, even with Ysera. And I think Ysera is my favorite way to do this one, and I am using the Living Bomb here. So in order to make this one work, you need obviously Ysera. Talent doesn't really matter too much, probably not Recurring Dream, you want to cycle fast. Then I have Main Deck Priestess here. Main Deck Priestess simply to get it so that I won't have too many slots in my deck in use, because otherwise the game adds a Priestess here. So it's just, it can do a little bit of something, but not much, but just get it out of the cycle. Then I have an Eclipse, I have a Witch Doctor with the Amplify Curse talent, which is super crucial for this one, just exploding all of the flyers. It's very, very important. With Amplify Curse, Witch Doctor can take on Flame Wakers, Firehammers, everything, as long as it doesn't fire upon them directly. So you want first there to be some of those flying beetles and stuff coming at you. Witch Doctor is going to shoot at them, and the explosions are going to chain all the way to those bigger minis, and then those bigger minis are going to get damaged and eventually killed. Then I have Pyromancer. I'm using Conflagration here for a little bit of extra area, although I'm not sure if that really made much of a difference in this one. Then I have Living Bomb. And for Living Bomb, you will need Blast Radius. So this strategy does not work without Blast Radius. Also burn enemies within range of 10. And that's really important for the range. And then I have a Quillbore with Bramble Burst. And the idea here is that you will need Living Bomb in your opening hand. So I did this a couple of times with this one. And I sometimes had to change the slot in which the Living Bomb is, so that I would always have Living Bomb in my opening hand. And you want to blow up the skeletons immediately at the start. Then you want to defend. And when new groups of skeletons are summoned by Baron Rivendare, you want to blow them up again. And that's how you progress. And after a couple of cycles of that, Baron Rivendare is just going to die. And why I prefer Ysera for this one is because Ysera, I think, is the strongest defensive leader for this particular encounter, which means that you can take it easy and take it over multiple times. So, for example, here my Living Bomb is only at 25. Like, compared to when I did this with Jaina, and I used Living Bomb in the boost slot, and it went fine when it was my highest level mini, but then when I had to move it out of the boost slot in order to get it in my opening hand for other attempts, then it didn't go nearly as fine anymore. So Jaina was more sensitive towards Living Bomb levels, and towards also defense was harder, so that's why I generally prefer to do it all with Ysera. And I have also done this with Ysera with a little bit of different comp, just taking the towers and pushing. But I didn't find it to be repeatable enough. I wanted to try it with Earth Elemental instead of a Quillbore, but I didn't have the right epic, so I couldn't do that. That might have been something to it, but right now I think this Living Bomb strategy is the strongest one. So I'm going to show you 2 kills with this one, and as a bonus I'm going to show you Ysera just taking the towers and killing the boss like that, but I don't think that's going to be a very repeatable way. Anyway, let's take a look at Ysera versus Mythic Baron Rivendare in action. So let's go forth and Living Bomb this Rivendare. So I'm scrolling up, then starting the fight, Living Bomb, and that burn radius is really important so that I get a good blast on Baron. This Living Bomb is not quite enough to kill or to get first phase there yet, but as an upside, I'm able to get a chest in this seed. Sometimes you might want to also leave the chest, especially if your living is higher, you get the phase, and maybe you start with the Witch Doctor a little bit later, start it a little bit further back, so that it just starts moving in and then doing its thing instead of going right at the front and taking the chest. But it really depends on the opening seed. And now I'm waiting for the next skellies to come. Here they are. And another bomb, and boom, boom. That was a good bomb. Then back to defense, and look at that Witch Doctor. That is a thing of beauty. And then we're trying to get some things done with the whelps, and Witch Doctor, is it going to be able to take the chest for me again? That would be phenomenal. It is. That was a fantastic Witch Doctor right there. Alright, so now all I need is to get to 6 gold. Maybe I need to defend. I was getting a little scared there that I might lose the base. And we should have Skelly spawning. We do. And boom. And no, I was a little bit too late. Spent a little bit too much gold, maybe. At some point. I think I could have slept the Skellies, by the way. Did I have that in my hand? If I did, then I could have just put them to sleep and then living bomb when I have more gold. That would have been great. And well, Baron is really, really low at the moment. So from here, I should be able to handle this. I might have been able to do it with Sunfire, right? I think Baron is low enough. I just didn't feel like risking it. So I went with this instead. Waiting. Are we getting some Skellies? No, not yet. Soon. Now. Boom. Baron dead. Well, that was fun, so let's do it again. Same deal, I have already loaded in this mission once. I didn't have Living Bomb in my opening hand. I switched the army slots so that I did get Living Bomb in my opening hand. And then we are ready to go. So here we go. Blasting away with the Witch Doctor again. Always defending a little. Everything's looking sweet. So far so good. Witch Doctor doing a lot of valuable work there. I need to cycle a little bit. I need to get to another Living Bomb. And now there should be, I mean, let's see. Are they coming? They're coming, yes. And boom, that's another beautiful one. And I really like to blow up the right side, because then left side is the chest side, and typically I have Witch Doctor going up the left side, so the left side minis are all going to come in the Witch Doctor and they're going to be killed like that. But the right side minis would be a little bit different. Here we go again. Witch Doctor just doing phenomenal job on the left side. And did I need to defend that? Maybe I did, maybe I did. And do I have enough time? Need another 2 gold. Come on, another 1 gold. Here we go, fast. And it's enough. And boom. Rivendare dead again. And as an added bonus, there is some potential in Ysera to also just take a fair fight against Rivendare. But I wasn't able to finalize this comp quite the way I wanted to. I think one thing that I really wanted to was trying Earth Elemental instead of the Quillbore. But then I didn't have enough epics. I did try Earth Elemental plus Wellpacks, but that means that I'm adding 2 more expense to my army, and that means that my cycle ability is weaker. So I just kept having some issues when I tried to improve this comp and tried to make it very consistent. Anyway, here we are. So the plan here is that I want to take some towers. I don't really care which tower I get first. I'm trying to be quite opportunistic about it. If I see an opportunity to grab a tower, I'll grab a tower. And here we go. Taking that 1 tower on the right side first. And then trying to move into the left tower next. There's just so much stuff coming. I'm going to lose the chest at this rate. I don't want to lose the chest. I'm trying to fight for the chest, but I'm too late. Couldn't fight for the chest effectively. Too bad. Alright. And now I invited Blizzard basically by playing those dire battlings. I guess that was not great. I have a first push going at Rivendare, supported by Priestess actually. And dealing surprisingly a lot of damage. Priestess with powered shield, very powerful with these low health minis. If I had big tanks, then I would want greater renew, but with these smaller minis, then powered shield is just, it's incredible. And I'm still trying to push for the tower, so I would want both towers. That was the idea here. It's a very long way to attack from only the right tower. If I had only the left tower, that might work. But then again, any towers that you don't have do give some gold for the AI as well. It's not great. But as you can see, defending the towers can also be a problem. It takes a lot of work to defend these towers. And just the sheer amount of stuff that's coming at you, it's kind of crazy. And also note how their scopes run on Rivendare's. The skeletons that it summons right next to it, they are currently level 31 already. and they are going to keep growing. So that's another downside of going into an extended fight against Rivendare. Obviously, Rivendare's other minis are not going to grow, but the skeletons that it summons by its side, they are. Well, here we go again. We have a tank, we have a couple of healers. I'm stalling a little bit here. Tank is dead, but luckily the healers are doing a good job. And I managed to get another tower. That's splendid. But now, can I hold? Holding towers is kind of difficult in here. Alright, I was able to hold that. We got the first phase done. And another group of skeleton spawns. Overtime also begins at... Yeah. Okay. Coming through mid. They're level 33 already. Level 33. That's how powerful the corpse run potentially can be. I'm trying to stop them, and I'm trying to somehow also press the attack. Okay, we get another phase. I'm trying to get some whelps out there. Pretty hectic defense. And then attempts at offense. A little bit more is needed. With Ysera you can really effectively cycle between Moonfire and Sunfire, which is really sweet. But time's running out. I should have played that into defense. It's not going to reach Rivendare anyway, and then just cycle to Sunfire. And well, you sort of can do it like that as well, but oh boy, that corpse run. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.